folks, Graybeard. Graybeard on vacation this week, and it's going to be hot and miserable. So I'm out here early in the morning to work on a project on the old 79 F150. I bought a cheap Chinese carburetor off of Amazon that I'm going to put on it just as an experiment to see how it does. I don't expect it to do well, but you never know. Some people have luck with them, some do not. I should say probably most do not. But it didn't cost that much money. And my plan is the old one that I take off is a Motorcraft carburetor. I'm going to get a rebuild kit and rebuild it. So I'll have to figure out how to get camera angles for you, because the truck sits up high and I don't have a 8-foot tall tripod, but we'll get that figured out. Here she is. 1979 Ford F150. Step side. You've seen her before. Get the hood popped open. She has a 351 modified engine. And clearly, I'm going to have to get some lights. All right, I opened up the garage door. Get some natural light in here, and we'll figure out what else we need to do. There's the carburetor. Now we just need to get it off. Obviously, I'm going to have to disconnect the fuel line. This carburetor has a manual. It has an electric choke that hasn't worked in a long time, so I just disconnected it and made an effort to put a manual choke on it. The throttle linkage and unbolting it should be it. Let's start off by disconnecting the fuel line. That's off. Undo my little manual choke. I'm not sure what size, 7/16 maybe. Get that off. All right, let's get that off. Thing sits up high. And that's off. All right, now we need to get that throttle linkage off. Looks like it pops off. Get a screwdriver. Looks like it's just a clip. But the problem is to get it off without it going flying. Got it. Wasn't too bad. Looks like we have a combination of 1/2 inch and 7/16 nuts that are holding it on the manifold. The last one here has a fuel line that is running up to the choke. I don't know, it's a vacuum line or something running to the choke that's making it very difficult to get to. I think I'm just going to take that choke off. The automatic choke, I'm just going to unbolt it and it'll be out of my way. I know you're on the wrong side to be able to see it, but it's there. Oh, I can't see what I'm trying to do. What the hell? Oh, well. I finally got that back bolt off. It was a pain in the ass to get to, so I had to resort to this setup. Swivel, get in there, but if that'll focus, we got it. Lift it up and see what the hell else is holding us up. Looks like we have a vacuum line over here. Turn that off. Pieces of the choke out of the way. Right. It looks like all I have is this fuel line that's going to the choke. A vacuum line, more than likely, going to the choke. So let's figure out how to get that off. All right. Like I said, I don't know if that's a fuel line or a vacuum line. I don't freaking know. It looks like a fuel line, so I'm going to use line wrenches. It's a steel line. We don't want to round it off. Just got to figure out which one fits it. Looks like it's a 1/2 inch. It doesn't give you much wiggle room either. There, my light out of my eyes. It broke loose. In the best place I could get my wrench on it, so now that it broke loose, I can use a regular wrench on it. Get it the rest of the way out of there. Just want to use, I'm sure you know, you want to use a line wrench so you don't round them off and screw yourself. And it is hot already. It's like 9 in the morning and it's already stuffy as hell. A lot of threads on there. Stupid stool. There. That's off. Okay, all I have is that spring and we're free. Let me go get something to release that and wipe the sweat off of my brow. Okay. Came off. And we have this big one here to come loose. Now we are 100% free. Okay, now we're back at the workbench. It's much more comfortable here. There's an open door beside me and you can see the fan blowing on me. much more comfortable. So here's the old one, Motorcraft. So this one is going to get rebuilt. Here's the line that I struggled with. This I can see. Well, let's get that off. This is how it was sitting on the engine. Let's get the new one and compare them. This hose was on here. And it went down here with this line, somewhere in that area. I think that's it for transferring over. Kit even came with a new gasket. All right, we're back at the truck with the new one. Get this old gasket off of here. New gasket on. There we go. Had me worried for a second. Just sit on here. There. Down. All right. This one was a nut because there's a stud. This one is a bolt. This one's a bolt. That back one is a nut that's going to be a son of a bitch to get put on. All right, that back bolt there wants to fight me. I took some Teflon tape, wrapped it around the nut, jammed it in the little swivel socket here, holds it in because I can't get my hand up there, hold it and twist it to get it started. So let's see what happens with this. All kinds of ways you can go about this. I've seen guys use a little bit of super glue to super glue the nut in the socket while they get it started. I've seen all kinds of things. Looks like it's starting. That's a plus. Well, I got it on there. Let me just get the ratchet here and send it home. Stool. All right, I'll leave that on there. Just wanted to compress down on that gasket. So you don't have any leaks. Alright, we'll call that good. Get this out of here. It came out just fine. Bolted on. Man, I tell you what, I hate this heat. It's miserable. Absolutely sucks. But I'm powering through for you. And I want to see what happens with this little project. So we have her bolted down. Now we just need to hook up the fuel lines and the vacuum lines. And we'll see if she'll fire up. And I guess hook up the return spring and the throttle linkage. Why you on those pliers? I'm sure my arm is probably in your way. I think I need to grab it back a lot farther to make it hook on right. There's that. Seems to be doing okay. Fuel line on. This damn stool I'm on pisses me off. It keeps wanting to kick out from under me. There it is again. I need to get a new one, a new stool. This one has rubber feet on the bottom that are old. Don't work like they should. They used to. Get down, readjust my stool, and give my stomach a break from leaning on this frame right here. Okay, it's on. There was one section of it I did not record. I'll take the phone around and get some video of it. Half-hour worth of me fighting with a brass line. This is that line right there. You can see it's got the kink in it, the curve in it. It's not kinked, but I had one hell of a time getting those started straight and not cross-threaded. So I just cut out the part of me cussing and yelling and finally getting it done. And also the first time in a long time, the electric choke is hooked up. Do away with the manual choke. Let's try to fire it up and see what happens. Not bad. That squealing you hear, I need to replace the power steering pulley. Idle's pretty good. I think maybe I need to turn the low idle up a little bit. But other than that, it's idling pretty good. Let's see if we can turn her up a little bit. Not bad. Right there, sounds really good. That sounds good. Running pretty well, actually, for a cheap Chinese carburetor. It didn't take much tweaking. I'm sure it won't last, but I'll get the motor craft rebuilt. There she is, idling. I can't get too much of a, I can't get a wide shot over in here. It's kind of tight quarters. I plan on putting white pinstriping down the side here to break up the solid black. I need to put body mounts on it yet. You can see the bed sits a little crooked on there, but I'll get that taken care of. Diesel hates the sound of this. Wow, I'm impressed. Like I said, I have my doubts if it'll last, but so far I'm impressed. But we shall see. I painted the racing stripes on it to break up the black. I think that looks good. And I think once I get the pinstriping down the side, it'll break it up on the sides a little bit, and it's pretty much done. That does it. As you can see, it's miserably hot. I'm drenched in sweat. The Chinese carburetor's on the truck. Tuned it up a little bit. Seems to be doing fine. Time will tell. But we'll get that motor craft rebuilt. I'll probably do a video of that. Get it put back on at some point, so it can be back to motor craft, not Chinese. Thanks for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Until my next video, make sure you always take the time to tell those you love what they truly mean to you, because you never know when it just may be too late.